We'll now move on to another one of the more common IELTS reading question types, and that is matching names questions. Let's take a look at the basic information for this question type. So, as the name suggests, in this question type, you will have to match the name of an academic person against a statement or some information. Now, by saying academic, it is usually a university lecturer or a researcher of some kind. You'll need to scan the passage to locate these names, and as I said previously in the course, looking out for capital letters will help you quickly identify where proper nouns are. Some of the names of the academic researchers will appear more in the passage than others. It may be that one of the names given to you in your question list only is shown once or twice. That means that it will be easier to locate information for the name that appears less, whereas the name that appears often will be difficult to pair with the statement, as you'll have to read through more information. Let's take a look at one of these questions to see what it looks like. So, numbered are your statements, and these need to be matched with the list of people which is given below. You'll notice that there are 5 statements and 5 names, and that will always be the case. You won't have any free names or free statements, which means everything needs to be paired up. I've wrote for you a short passage. If you'd like to read through the statements, you can do that now. I'll read through the passage with you. On the 13th of May 1996, top researchers in global education met to discuss key characteristics in children who achieve well in schools. Elshout, a famous researcher from Norway, suggested that help given from a close family network was a major factor in gifted children's progress. So before we go on to match the name with the statement, it's worth saying that the passage here is obviously a lot shorter than what you will see in your IELTS reading test. So going back to the short example passage I've written for you, we can see the name Elshout, a famous researcher from Norway. He suggests that help given from a family network helps children progress. So, have a look at the statements and the names and try and match the number with the letter. I'll give you some time to do that now. Okay, so if you need any more time, then please pause the video now. I'm going to highlight the key words in the number, which is 21. And of course, that matches with C, which is Elshout. So the answer is C, and 21 are the matched statement and name. Now, as you would do, as I've often said in your strategies, you can underline key words both in the statements, your questions, and the passage. So, in 21, I've underlined support and close relatives. What kind of synonyms could you get from the passage for that? Well, here we have it. Help is a synonym for support, and family network is a synonym for close relatives or relatives. By looking at the synonyms and the key language used, comparing the statement against the passage, I can find the answer. Let's have a look at the strategy for matching names questions. As always, identify the question type. Read the statements fairly quickly. Underline names in the statements and the passage. Once you've done that, read quickly around the name to understand key information. And whilst you're doing that, have synonyms in your head. Return to the statements and check if the information matches the passages. Once you've done that, return back to the statements and the passage and eliminate from the easiest to the hardest. So that brings us to the end of this question strategy lesson. As I said plenty of times in the course, if you want more of this lesson type, then please do comment in the Q&A section. See you.